Hello everyone, it's Limsey here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to paint some basic trees in watercolor. These trees are extremely useful when it comes to painting nature or landscape, and we're going to learn different types of shapes and forms of trees. You could check out more details of the supplies that I used in the description box below. First of all, let's talk about colors. I'm using this sap green paint by Holbein Artist Watercolor. Just squeeze out a good amount as we will be using quite a lot today. And some of this Viridian green. I personally prefer sap green over Viridian as Viridian tends to be more vibrant at times and sap green gives off this natural olive green. Going back to the greens, use your brush and mix the sap green paint with a good amount of water. You can also blend in some lemon yellow to lighten the green. For the first tree, it's gonna look like a pine tree or a Christmas tree. Starting from the tip, use the tip of your brush to swing a curve to the left and to the right, and just repeat this back and forth kind of swinging stroke. It's as if your paintbrush is dancing with very light footsteps. The leaves are gonna get larger as you go down painting the tree. It's alright if there are some white negative spots in the tree. I will usually leave it as it is. And when you move down, add some of this Viridian into your paint and create this gradient as you paint down the tree. And your first tree is almost there. And grab a bit of burnt umber and paint out the tree trunk. Last, just grab some diluted green and swipe out a little piece of land for the tree underneath. I'm quite happy with my tree now, but if you want just a little more contrast, add in a little bit of umber into your green mix and add another layer of this dark green at the bottom area of the tree. Paint out some of these thin strokes as well to give it a bit more definition for the leaves. And we are done. Now let's move on to the second tree. So just grab the mix of sap green and light yellow again. You can mix out more if it's running out in your palette well. And this tree is also kind of like a pine tree. Start off with parts of a vertical line from the top, and then just paint out this jiggly horizontal lines going down. This type of tree is very useful when it comes to painting faraway landscape and you want to add some forest in the background. It doesn't have to be realistic and defined, so just move your vertical line down and repeat the jiggly horizontal lines as they get longer and longer. As you move down, mix in some Viridian again to get this blend of green gradient. Let's end it with a tree trunk as well, and just a piece of grassland underneath. Moving on to the third tree, it's gonna be a generic round tree that you see every day. We will start off with more lemon yellow with just a hint of green. Start from the left of the tree with repeating scrubbing motion like this. You can press the belly of your brush down to create bigger strokes, or smaller strokes with more focus at the tip of your brush. Then as you move towards the right, dip in more sap green for the middle tone of the tree. And again, it's alright to leave some white spots around the tree. And at the bottom of the tree, mix in more Viridian and blend in some of these darker shadows. You can fix the shape of your tree in the meantime, like here I'm arranging it to an overall round form, but still with the tip and some scarce leaves around the perimeter. And let's add some branches and a main trunk again. then scrub out some grass underneath, and that's it for the third tree. So for the fourth tree, it's going to be a columnar tree. This type of tree is very elegant and trimmed and looks really good if you are painting a gardening theme, or you could just add this along driveways and fences. Starting with lemon yellow and a little bit of sap green, use the tip of your brush and paint short vertical strokes like this, while creating a columnar shape from the narrow tip to a wide center and narrow down again. And move on to more sap green again as you move downwards to the middle tone. And again, dip in some viridian for the bottom area of the tree and some parts all around. And there we have it. Now moving on to the fifth tree, we are going to paint a vivid autumn tree with wet on wet technique. Mix out a good amount of lemon yellow with water and just right beside it add in some of this scarlet red into the yellow to create an intense orange. And start painting with this round spiral motion. Join all of these round yellows together like you are creating a fluffy cloud. And we're not waiting here, so just dip in the orange and continue the swirling motion on one side of the tree. And moving on to the bottom area and just a little bit on the left perimeter. You can add again for more contrast while it's still wet. And then use the tip of your brush to scrub out some leaves to break the spiral form and just go around the perimeter. And again, grab out some burnt umber and create these thick branches and trunk for this vibrant tree. And here we are at the last tree, and it's going to be more of like a pyramidal shaped tree. Grab a good amount of lemon yellow and starting from the top, we're gonna scrub and taper down and leave a bit of gap after each row of leaves. And the tree gradually forms from narrow to wide as we move down. I also gradually press down my brush to create bigger leaf strokes as we build the bottom area of the tree. And then grab some yellow ochre and build the mid-tone of the right side and bottom area of each row of leaves. Then let's mix in some burnt umber again into your remaining yellow ochre and build up the shadows more on the right and bottom area. Now for the last step, let's grab your smallest brush, dip in some burnt umber and paint out some thin branches among some of the gaps in between the leaves, just sparingly like this. Last but not least, it's the main branch again and some grass underneath, and there we have it. And we're finally done, guys! I hope that you've enjoyed painting and learning the 6 steps of trees. If you post it on social media, remember to hashtag #LifeWithLimsey or LoveLimsey so that I could check out your work. Also, do like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video and learning along. I will see you again. Be kind to one another. Bye bye!